Hey everybody, it's Eduardo Jackson, CEO, founder, creator of the CinemaDraft game and CD3D token, which is what brought you all into this group today. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm here to drop a little bit of news, and I'm just going to try to make myself available to you guys at least once a day through the sale, so that you guys can invest in confidence and ask all the questions you may have about the project. It's crypto, things move quite fast. So even with our project, we may have some new developments day to day that you might want to be aware about. I will record these for posterity. We will put them up on our channel and on our YouTube playlist as well. And if no one actually joins who doesn't have a question, then, I will just try to break some news for as long as I can. This kind of reminds me of my old podcasting days. I mean, I still podcast occasionally. Actually, I need to do a Blacks in Bitcoin podcast, and I think about it. It's been a while. But reminds me of the old podcasting days with the game. Three times a week, I think, 3 or 4 times a week, I would do a podcast of some sort. Mostly they'd be video. I'd record my screen and discuss strategy of the CinemaDraft game. And maybe that's what we'll do today. Since it looks like it's just me rolling solo for now, maybe that's what I'll do today is explain some of the finer points of the game, go over some of the draft stream stuff, which is the first game coming from or for our platform. We're making some progress on the decentralized exchange launchpad as well, but I keep finding new features I like. There's so much I like that I'm the human rain delay. I'm the one that's keeping us from moving forward on that part. But I'm very excited to bring this project to you all to help you invest in our future and the future of DeFi, DFS gaming. If you guys are listening or join in, please feel free to just pop up and ask your question. Otherwise, I will just monologue over some of our latest changes. Okay, so as you can see on our homepage, and don't be misled, just go to cd3d.app. It brings you here. All right. This is just like a deployment thing. We'll probably clean it up later. So it shows that we're popping off in about just under 3 days, and this time we've got help. This is the explainer video here, which goes over how CD3D works and our previous batch auction attempt. Sign up for updates. What is CD3D? And this gives you a good breakdown, especially our 10% transaction fee, 2.4% burn to reduce supply, 1.6% in buyback and burn. So the protocol goes and buys the token back and then burns it. So it's crazy deflationary. And then 6% in dividends. And we actually explain the dividends a little bit later. Right here. So this is the dividend section. 75% of the 6% goes to holders. That's all of us. 15% goes to CinemaDraft LLC as a form of revenue. Now, mind you, that's 15% of 6%. So literally, it's 0.9% of a transaction. 7% goes to community rewards, which we will use to reward some of our most active community members and also players. This will be used to fund our Star Cards digital collectibles of celebrity NFTs. So think like Sorare, but for Hollywood. And those celebrity NFTs will earn tokens from their performance based on the CinemaDraft game. So, for example, today, at least in America, actually, no, it's Netflix. Netflix is worldwide. So today on Netflix, they debuted Red Notice, which is like an action comedy movie with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot, right? So I'm actually really looking forward to that. I might actually watch that when I'm done with you guys, and I'm recording here. But yeah, red notice. And so basically, if you had, so that would be a pretty popular title to choose from as far as for the game. It's probably going to do very well in the ratings, the critical and maybe even in the audience ratings, which is really what counts. And so based off of that, if you owned The Rock, let's just bring red notice over here real quick. If you owned The Rock or Ryan Reynolds or Gal Gadot, then their celebrity NFT, and how their players, how their actors did, how this title did in the game would yes, can earn you money, can earn you CD3D playing the game against other people for CD3D, but also by owning their celebrity NFT, by owning their star card, you'll get some of that 7% money. We will use that fund to finance the star cards community. So obviously the kitty is pretty small right now. We don't have much liquidity or volume out there. We look to change that. And speaking of, while I'm here with that, the number one question that we get asked is, why is there a poo coin up? Why is there a market cap and a chart and all this sort of stuff? And actually, let's get an update. Let's refresh this. Okay, so holding about 17 cents, right? Now, this is because, and actually, please make sure you take advantage of our frequently asked questions. I've worked hard on these. I keep updating them continuously. And some really good questions in there, too. I appreciate the questions. And I understand the confusion for some people sometimes when they come to our PinkSale page, and it says, oh, the initial market cap will be $2 million. Well, we're already kind of out here. Now, let me explain why. So we originally had a batch auction, which is covered in this video, which is basically like a Dutch auction where you put up a number of tokens to sell in a set period of time to sell them in, and everyone just submits their bid anonymously what they think the tokens are worth. And so then at the end of the time period, the protocol takes the bids and orders them highest per token price down to lowest per token price and fills the orders until all the tokens are gone. Well, we had quite a few left over, but we did want to provide some liquidity. We didn't have a lot of money, but we wanted to provide some liquidity for our community of investors. So we opened small liquidity pools on PancakeSwap and ApeSwap. And that's why you see such really stunningly low liquidity of about $700-800 combined. It's not much. It's all we could afford at the time. And we also burned our LPs, so we couldn't pull the liquidity if we wanted to. So there's that. So anyways, so I will do my best to keep the price of the tokens up as we go through the sale process, because I want us to get I want you to get the most bang for your buck. We will be, depending on the price of Binance Coin, which right now, last time I checked was 626. At 4,000 per BNB, that is just under 16 cents. Okay. So, and then the post-sale listing on ApeSwap is actually 3,000 CD3D per BNB, which would be at $626. Just under 21 cents. So I will do everything in my power to keep buying back our token and keeping this price high, so that when the tokens come out on post-sale liquidity on ApeSwap, that everyone everyone who missed out on the token sale. And I know this is yet another crack we're taking at this, but I feel really good about this one. I'm feeling really good about this one, and I'll show you in a second why. But I think that by keeping the price high throughout, we'll show that investing in our token is a bargain, number one. Number two, you're not going to find the market depth anywhere like you will in this sale. There's just not. That's why these prices are fairly easily manipulatable by a non-whale like myself, because there's just not enough market depth. And when people try to sell their tokens, and some people, who have done bounty hunter work or airdrop workforce, whatever. I understand you want to claim your rewards, but there's not enough liquidity out there for you. I'm sorry. We're doing our best to accommodate you, but it will be wisest to wait until after the sale, when the average price per token will be about 21, 22 cents or more. And that's why I encourage you guys to sign up for the whitelist. Anyone who does want to buy, sign up for the whitelist, because we're working with promotional partners this time around. Very excited by this, from the Chinese community, from China. And I know I'm going to get this name wrong, but Zhao I think how you say it. I think I say Zhao is the Zhao community is partnering with us to help promote these tokens. They've amassed several key opinion leaders over in China to spread the word. I'm very excited about that. And yeah, we're looking, and one of their previous projects sold out in 43 seconds during the whitelist period. So you want to be on the whitelist. Get your tail onto the whitelist. All right, shout out to Paolo. I know he doesn't have a question. He just works here, but good to see you. Good to see someone's listening. I am recording this for posterity, so if anyone missed this, we will be posting this later. Let's see what else. So yeah, so I'm very excited to be working with Zhao and their community, and bringing a whole new class of investors to our space. And also, speaking of that, let me introduce to you all our China chat. CD3D Zhangwu, aka China, CD3D China. This is the announcement channel. Our discussion channel is actually CD3D is t.me/CD3D China. And as you can see, nothing but Mandarin going on in here. Nothing but Mandarin. So, and also welcome if you guys are listening to this after the fact and understand English. I did post this in the group for you guys. 61 members is not bad. We had 0 this time yesterday. So welcome to the community. Ni hao. Ni hao, China. Welcome. We also started up a Japanese one at the request of a member. We'll be looking to partner possibly with a Japanese community as well, who are interested in bringing CD3D to the community. Okay, so hi Aisha, welcome back, and Elizabeth Eva. If either of you have any questions, feel free to jump right in while I play our hero soundtrack in the background. I was just going over our brand new Chinese community and Japanese community. This would be where'd it go? I think the URL is, yeah, here it is. Well, this is the Japan news, but the discussion group is CD3D Japan, and same thing for China. CD3D China _news, and then the discussion group is CD3D China. That's the chat group. All right. So, and you see my DMs. They are, yeah, they're a dumpster fire. A lot of promoters in the DMs. And look, promoters are welcome. As a matter of fact, it reminds me. Let me retweet that promoters are welcome, because we CD3D promoters. Let me retweet that, because they are welcome. We do want. CD3D. We do want them in. We actually, there we go. Let's run this back. All right, retweet that. Promoters are welcome. We have a special deal for you promoters, even and above when the whitelist fills. Definitely some nice kickbacks for you. So this is the one time I'm actually encouraging you all to hit me up my DMs. Slide my DMs, because I definitely have a promoter offer for you all to take back to your communities. Okay, so this is the new sale page. And for those who are just tuning in or who have skipped ahead in the replay of this video, I am going to do these AMAs once a day throughout the sale, so that if you guys have any questions or concerns, or just want to know the latest developments, I'll be on here with you all with a soundtrack telling you what is up. So this is the new sale page. And actually, I guess I can put it in chat. Actually move this. There we go. So this is the new sale page. Oh, and some people noticed, where's the KYC? We still have our KYC badge. We just have to go through a different process. PinkSale's been ravaged. I mean, scandalized by a series of just high profile rug pulls. I mean, it's really dirty business out there. So I think they just changed like the script that you have to read on camera, make it a little bit more official and scary. So I'll be doing that shortly after I get off this voice chat with you all. Let's see, here we go. And so I put into the group the link to our page and everything, you know. If for those of you who participated or were looking at our previous sale attempt, you know, second verse, same as the first, you know. This time we're going for a little bit smaller hard cap, 250 B&B, soft cap 125. We have 1 million up for sale. We will be adding 382,000 in liquidity on top of that. We are still vesting. We are not a pump and dump token. I'm sorry. You must be down with getting only 25% after the sale is done, and then 25% every 20 days until all have been released. And look, let me tell you, if you can't wait 2 months for all your tokens, and this is not the token for you. Everything we do with CD3D is based on longevity. I mean, we've got a 4-year liquidity plan. I mean, you know, we're not a pump and dump. We're a pump and grow. All right. So you can see the rest of these numbers on our sale page. Also note, I have not added any users to the whitelist yet. I have not, because it is expensive. It costs like $40 a pop. So what we are doing is we are aggregating our official confirmed list over here. Let's see. Yep, hold on. Is it confirm? All right, so that's not confirmed. Hold on 1 second. Let's go to frequently asked questions. Where'd it go? Translation, confirm, whitelist. Do I not have the white? Oh, is there a white here? How do I join the whitelist? Right here. Confirmed whitelist here. And so just keep checking this page right here. This will keep updating with the timestamp and or the promoter who's bringing, you know, their community to the party. All right.
Quick question.
Yes, Aisha, welcome back.
Hey.
Frequent flyer.
Huh?
Hey, frequent flyer. What's good?
I know, right? So I had a question about where to find this page, not the one with the addresses on it, but the one with all the that has all those links on it that you just had right before the address page.
So before the address, so not this. Oh, frequently asked question. Oh, great. You know what? Great question. Frequently asked. I will put it in the discussion group right now. We occasionally recycle it, probably maybe about 2 or 3 times a day. But yeah, I put it in the group or in the discussion channel. So yeah, definitely click that. These are frequently updated. And you know, with some of our previous AMAs, new questions to get answered. A new one we actually answered. We answered a couple new ones. The latest changes are why 9,999 days of locked liquidity. 1, I thought it sounded kind of cool. 2, because we're not trying to remove liquidity ever. That liquidity will be there for whenever people need it. You know, and if it was up to us, we would have burned the LPs because we don't care or need that LP money. We just want to make sure you guys have a fairly liquid, somewhat stable market you can trade into if you want to sell or buy the tokens. So that's what I'm looking forward to most, Aisha, after the sale is done, is having all this kind of liquidity so that we can have, so that people can stop coming into our Telegram, you know, asking about the slippage or why they can't sell. Like, I get it. It's rough out there. If you're an early CD3D token holder, you just want to take some profits. Well, 1, I think you're way too early. That's just me. But 2, once we're on the other side of this sale, once we smash through our hard cap with the assistance of our friends over Jiaoxi Z community, then, you know, Yeah, I think we'll be I think we'll be in a good place for now. Yeah, you had a question.
Oh, well, actually, I have a comment. I was
Okay.
doing some calculations the other night, right, based on the cost of the CD3D, on the
Hmm.
whites on the for the PinkSale
Okay.
whitelist
Yep.
business, and then what it's going to be listed at.
Yes.
Automatically, you got a 25% come up, and that's even before it really hits the market. So once it hits the market, it's definitely going to go up. It's immediately going to go up. It's amazing. So everyone that I've talked to about the project is they find it super interesting because right now we're in a period where no one, in my opinion, I think that the meme coins and everything are going up so fast that people
Mhm.
aren't really they're not reading white papers. They're just looking for the next pump, looking for what's going up because people are trying to make money. I understand, I get it. However, when I tell people about CD3D, because I'm excited about it, I want to play. When I
Yeah.
tell people about it, they're like, "Oh my God, that sounds so interesting. Post the link, post the link." I'm like, "I can't post the link." And so I go ahead and DM them, right?
Why can't you post
And
the link? You can post the link.
huh?
Go post the link. Why can't you post the link? You can post the
Well,
link.
like in a couple of the groups that I'm in, they're like, for whatever it is that they're doing that's special. But when
Sure.
people say, "Hey, what interesting projects are you on right now or participating in?"
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, let me tell you what I'm up." I'm like, "I don't know if I can do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I'm about." Admins, if it's against the rules, let me know. You know.
No, no, we appreciate the enthusiasm and spreading the word. And look, we've got a long term view of this. I mean, I've taken a lot of short term pain because I've got a long term vision. We're gonna get there. I mean, it's in production right now as we speak. Even though we haven't been able to get the funding we needed from the previous sales, I have a very good feeling about this one, thanks to our friends at Yaoshi C. And I mean, this thing is, I mean, it's beautiful. This game is fun. It's if you spend any time on our YouTube channel perusing some of the previous like strategy pods I've done or whatever, you can see there's a lot to this game. I mean, this won't be the only game we'll have, but there's a lot to this game, and it's going to be a good time for everyone who really endeavors to play it. I think it can be. I mean, nothing will be bigger than say sports in at least in North America, but I mean they'll have a place alongside it. I mean, the movie industry is like what, like a 13-20 billion-dollar industry globally, whatever. So the fact that this hasn't been properly gamified like what we're trying to do is really kind of blows my mind. So I mean, we're gonna be the Christopher Columbus of this shit, Aisha. We're gonna be the first ones here to do this right. Our competitor, which faded away during the pandemic, don't miss them. Their game was terrible, anyways. We're gonna become the DraftKings of Hollywood, and you just never know. I mean, you never know how much like the celebrity NFTs will cost, and I've got my eye on an artist who's accessible but popular, who to do our NFTs. I mean, there's just going to be so much going to this project that I'm really excited. I can't wait to get started. Honestly, I mean, let's get this, let's smash the sale. Let's get started. I mean, because we got other plans too, just for the token as well. I mean, we are obsessed with our game. We figure if we make a great game, the token will take care of itself. But we also have plans for the token and the Dex Launchpad as well. I mean, we're talking to a credit card, a crypto credit card company that where they're interested in possibly having us buy CD3D from CD3D.app, our app site. They've been talking to some exchanges where it's a lot easier to get on, and therefore also a bit more exposure within that small pond. So we're looking at that as well. So I'm also looking at ways for you all who already have CD3D tokens to stake them and earn some staking rewards. So just hang tight with us, y'all. Let's get through the sale. Let's smash through this hard cap and get the ball really rolling. I can't wait to get started.
Yeah, I think that I'm just really excited. Like I said, I was doing some calculations and I was like, "Ooh boy, this is more exciting than some of the other projects that I have participated in or supported." This is for me, and I've been, I've dragged my bestest in on it too. She's like,
Nice.
"I want to play. I want to play." And I'm like, "Me too." And she's like, "When is it coming out again?" I'm like, "Okay, we got a couple of few weeks, but before the end of the year, we should be
Just in
seeing
time for
something.
Christmas. We should be in
Yes.
testnet just in time for Christmas.
Oh, yay. That'll be so much
Yeah.
fun.
No more
So,
spreadsheets. No more spreadsheets.
so I, for one, am really excited. One of the people that I was talking to about it in the wee hours
Mhm.
asked about um, fantasy esports.
Yes.
And I was like, well, I don't know anything about fantasy esports, but this game is similar to fantasy sports in the way that you're banking on a prediction of how your quote unquote team will do,
Yeah.
and explain, and just explaining that this is a real product. Really, I think it's really a big deal, because then it really gets people excited and interested about it. At least I'm finding that with the people that I've talked to about it.
No, well, I mean, you know what? Word of mouth will be huge for us eventually. And also once we have like a fully functional platform, we'll have ways that you can compete against your friends, or you're set up like an office league or whatever, or private league stuff like that. That will all kind of play into getting the word out. But yeah, the best way, I mean, we'll do our marketing definitely. But I mean, the best way to kind of get into the game is to play it and hear about it from someone else. And you mentioned fantasy esports. There actually are daily fantasy sports for esports on DraftKings. I've tried playing it, but I don't know the players in that whole realm, so it didn't really kind of stick with me. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to sports, and daily fantasy sports and stuff like that, I mean, DraftKings has got it covered. So this is, we want to be these guys. We want to be these guys, but for entertainment. Eventually we'll do like maybe music and maybe politics. If there's a way to gamify and find a metric for something, we want to make a game of it. We absolutely
Yeah, I have to say, a friend of mine had me fill out a survey. My friend was living in Germany at the time, and it
do.
was a survey around basically my exposure and what I thought about gamification of things. And this was back in 2015. So,
Okay.
that it's gamification. It's huge. I mean, it's huge in the military. It's huge. It's only gotten bigger. So
Yeah.
I think this is fantastic. I'm
And
just
I
very
think
excited
the
about the
whole
project.
star cards of it all. I mean, man, I don't want to show, like, I actually have a pitch deck about star cards. I show it to investors on occasion, but I mean, I don't want to let the secret sauce out. I mean, so many things are ripped off in this world. I want to wait till the game is actually running and then tie star cards organically into the game. But let me tell you, I'm very excited
No
about.
spoilers.
No
No spoilers.
spoilers. Yeah,
Okay.
you know what it is. Yeah,
You don't have
no
to give up the
spoilers.
goods. No spoilers.
But the plans we have for star cards, the economy that we're going to build around it, I mean, it's going to be robust. I mean, you'll have fun whether you actually, own the card or just like a dabbler. I mean, and we've looked, and on the roadmap. I mean, I'm looking into the potential fractionalization of star cards. Let's say the Rock star card is like, I don't know, 10,000 CD3D, and CD3D is like $2 a pop or something. And one guy's like, and like, remember like the guy who bought that one NFT for like 69 million or whatever. Well, what he was doing was he was actually creating a company where he was going to fractionalize his collection so that you could own like a percentage of his collection and earn revenue from when he would sell his NFT collection. We want to do something similar like that with star cards. Just have a whole economy in.
Wow.
Maybe even lending. Maybe we might be like a short-term lender if you want to, borrow money to buy a star card. And then, of course, we'll have the straight, flat-out play-to-earn system, which will basically be, if there's a star, there'll be like tier of star cards where you can have one for free. But once you do that, you're entering into a partnership with CinemaDraft LLC, where we will split the revenues, maybe 60-40 our favor, but you get to own a star card for free. And so when The Rock does, Red Notice, 2 next year, and his star card comes up, and you own the Rock star card in partnership with CD3D, and let's say you earn 1,000 CD3D from that weekend, $2,000 just from his performance in the game, then we'll break you off. We'll give you, what is that, like 800, and we'll take the others 1,200, and go on our way. So yeah, and you got that money, and you got the money for free.
And that is very nice.
Plain
That's
to
more
earn.
exciting. What I really like about CD3D is
Mm-hmm.
that you all are building, you're building a community. It's not
Yes.
just, okay, come get your coin, hodl, dump it. If you want to participate in the community, if you want to have fun with this, you can, and it's going to be really, really easy. And it's, in my opinion, I think it's going to be hard not to get pulled into a community. And communities of all types right now have become extremely important. So
Mm.
yeah,
Yes,
it's
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 all
it's a
about
great
the.
point, and it's going to have so much value in so many different ways.
Yeah, and and like I said, I'm really excited about the gameplay of it all. I mean, I had a oh wow, okay, good. So we had some activity over here on Discord. You're right, it is a community. Discord is lightly trafficked though, unfortunately. We could use more people on Discord, but you're right, it is a community of gamers. That's what also that whole people are discovering through NFT culture is, people who are investing in these things. They're really, starting to get into it. They're starting to find community with each other, and we just want to have a fun game. When it comes down to it, the core of this whole endeavor is the game itself. And if we have a fun game and people are enjoying themselves, and we have ancillary, sites, strategy sites or what have you, and NFTs like that, all that stuff will take care of itself. But I'm very excited to have a community around a culture of entertainment. I can't wait to get back to doing my little podcasts, my little strategy pods, 3 times a week, and discussing, what's coming out and what star said what, and we've got a lot of interesting stuff that we're planning for the game, and eventually the Dex Launchpad too. And you're right, we are more, and this is what confuses people sometimes, Aisha, is that we are more than just a token. And people come like we've taken some incoming about our tokenomics, which I still find hilarious, because it was like talking to a libertarian. Like we fundamentally don't understand each other. It's like we're in the same space, but we don't understand what we're talking about each other. It's crazy, because everything we do is for longevity, right? We burn this to account for our burn percentage. We're only taking 2% as a team, escrowed for 90 days. I won't get a sniff of our team tokens for, till like January. And even then, it's only coming out a quarter at a time. So, and then for another 90 days, I get another quarter, et cetera, et cetera. It's all this stuff that kind of confuses people. It's like, well, where's liquidity and why is it locked up? And then ICO tokens. Oh, why are there so many, unlocked tokens? So you know what I did last night, Aisha? I was actually in the PinkSale. So when you're like a project owner and you get recruited or whatever to go on like PinkSale, they'll create a group for you, like some of the executives at PinkSale, whatever. They'll put you in a room, you'll discuss some things, kind of like via a DM room, and figure some stuff out. And so they went to our pre-sale page, and they said that our tokenomics, look crazy. It's like, no one's gonna buy that. There's too many unlocked tokens. And I'm like, but I've explained it ad nauseum. We have all these, voice chats and AMAs, which explains the fact, that these are gonna be for sale, these are only for sale, and liquidity's coming. I explained all to him. He's like, I don't know. So I'm like, you know what I can do? We don't actually need 18 million tokens over the next 4 days while we're doing this sale, right? We don't need it. We got a sale going on. So I went ahead and locked up. Our 18 million of the remaining ICO tokens. We have 1 million. I think we have 1.3824 on the PinkSale site. And last night I just went and I added this to our proof of burn. Lock ICO token sales. Lock 18 million remaining ICO tokens until PinkSale IDO is over. And this wallet is exclusively used for sales events, exchange listings, and over-the-counter sales. And so, so just to make our graph look a little neater, because now look at us. This is a pretty good-looking chart, 50% locked, 40% burned, only 8% unlocked, and we've explained what those are. It's largely marketing. Honestly, it's marketing and already sold ICO tokens. And then this is our pre-sale, which now 1% to the 8% now, that looks sane, that looks okay. And then liquidity is going to be liquidity. So this is a much better looking chart, because before it was like, this was like 32%. And I get it. That looks scary. If you're just new to this project, you haven't seen our literal dozen of AMAs before, our previous chart might look a little different or scary. This is a much more realistic, much more accurate and investor-friendly chart, because it's true. We don't need all those 18 million right now, but I also don't want to lock them up indefinitely, because we need to sell them all. So if there's an opportunity where, we have a favorable partnership with an exchange, or let's say, we smash through this hard cap, get the money together, and work on the game and the DEX platform the next 6 to 8 weeks, whatever, and come out like a phoenix rising with both a working game and our DEX launchpad. Then maybe we host a big event on our site where we do the batch auction properly with plenty of testing and information, and people know what they're getting into now. And then we let the market decide the current price of the token by doing a big batch auction for, say, 12 million tokens all at once. So I don't want to lock them up indefinitely, because we need to sell them. We need to move them. Our intention was to sell them all at once on October 8th. Did not happen. But we are going to keep selling them until they're all gone.
Yeah. The way your tokenomics is, it takes a paradigm shift for a lot of people who've been cryptoing, or should I say crypto walking? Anyway, so for a while,
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, I like corny jokes.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Well, I will say this though. I mean, I was told that our tokenomics aren't and basically are the opposite of meme coins. And I asked them, all right, so what would what would be ideal tokenomics look like? Give me a project that ideal tokenomics would look like for you. And he said monkey jizz. I'm like,
serious?
The same. Yes, the same guys who took off with people's money. And I'm like, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, see, it takes a paradigm shift, right? Like, lucky for me, I have, been learning from people with a different mindset when it comes to, my crypto fund. So for me, this is just like an awesome project, and it doesn't take a leap. There's no plot holes that I got to ignore going on with this. It's very straightforward. It's very transparent, in my opinion. I'm thinking, about some other projects, and I'm like, this project takes the best of everything that I've heard about since I've gotten into crypto, which hasn't been very long. It's been less than a year, but I haven't lost my shirt yet. So
Good.
I'm not doing bad, right?
Yeah.
But I think about it.
Yeah, good.
And there's so many aspects. Like, in my opinion, I'm like, it's the best of everything I would want to play with in crypto. I'm like, there's a real product. It's got utility. It's you're burning tokens, you're locking liquidity. I don't feel like I'm in danger of losing anything by participating.
I'm not going anywhere. Even though Monkey Jizz was doxxed, ironically, and he was on camera, not just doxing, but also on AMAs and stuff. This dude will have to move, I guess. But I am a real person. I am tax-paying citizen of the United States, America. We're based in Las Vegas, Nevada. We've been around for 5 years. Got a LinkedIn, for crying out loud. I've had 3 careers at this point. Writer, poker player, and I guess you can say small businessman, entrepreneur, or whatever. So, I'm not out here to ruin my reputation over a couple $1,000s. A few $100,000. I'm just not going to do it. I've got too much invested in this. I've got way more invested in this up to now than what we're going to earn, on Monday. I'll tell you that much, hard cap or not. So, this is, I just try to do things the right way. And it may have taken us a little bit longer because a lot of people do things, quick and dirty, and they may get ahead temporarily, but, my soul is clear. My mind palace is clean. And I just really am excited to get, the funds together enough to finish this journey. The game is, it's such a fun game. The utility of it's, once we have the utility and the transactional activity, Aisha, is what's really going to be killer, because, as a holder, as a holder, you will, I mean, you'll get, dividends too,
I
reflections, dividends.
know, that's so exciting. I can just sit
So,
back
so
and
the
watch
more people
my
play, the
crypto
more
grow.
volume. Yeah, the more people play, the more volume there is, the more divs we get. It's awesome. It's awesome.
And like with most games, unless you're playing solitaire, well, even yeah, well, anyway, with most games, the more better. You have more people playing, and it's going to be more fun, and there's going to be more dividends, more money for everybody involved. I mean, it's great. It's great.
Yeah,
I don't even know what the question is. And you guys have been so transparent.
I try, man. I mean, look, that's how I live my life is just with pure authenticity. I mean, I'm too old to lie. I'm too busy to bullshit people. And I mean, I was watching a Bull last night. It's a really milk toast, middle of the road CBS drama. But one of the characters on there said, they're like about to go into some sort of interrogation, and he warns his partner. He's like, just tell the truth. It's easy. It's easier to remember or something like that. It's like. All right, yeah, that's right. That's 100% right. I mean, if you're just honest with yourself and other people, and even if you have struggles, I mean, like so this is our fourth. Oh my God, this is our fourth damn launch pad on this thing. Fourth time on PinkSale. I've paid someone's mortgage, I'm sure, with all these fees. But I mean, if you're transparent with your failures, people will respect the fact that you tried and that you're honest with them, because no one wins 100% of the time. No one does. So, but we're gonna win on this one, Aisha. I got a feeling. Zhao see, they are on it. I mean, I've seen the KOL group. Like, it's been, our very rudimentary flyer for the Chinese community has been, passed around to about maybe 30 or 40 different investor groups over there. It's all in Mandarin. I don't understand any of it, but it's very cool. And I'm very excited to see them, to have international space, to have a dedicated Chinese room. I'll pop in there sometimes, whip out my little Google Translate, catch a few things and then dip. But it's cool. It's interesting. We've had a lot of people come to us offering to set up, international rooms, whatever. But, a lot of them are kind of scammers or unprofessional, whatever. These guys are on it, Zhao C. I mean, this could be the start of a beautiful relationship. I like these guys. So
awesome. So which brings me to another question that I forgot I had.
Okay.
The global entertainment market. Will CD3D be pulling, movies or incorporating that into it as well? Because the Asian entertainment market is getting a lot more attention in the West.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
that's a great question. And yes, we do have, I mean, we do have outlines of plans for that stuff. It'll take us a good year to nail down our core product. It just will. But we do want to expand, internationally. The issue is making sure we get reliable metrics of stuff. Now, when it comes to something like Draft Stream, where it's all like streaming content, that's easier because we go off of, ratings, critical score. So those are easily found and you can aggregate, and those are actually really, really well aggregated right now. When it comes to like box office, it gets a little dicier. Like, I remember I actually maybe three years ago, I was in these aborted talks with like an Indian investor or an Indian gaming group, right? They were thinking about like acquiring CinemaDraft or whatever. And they wanted us to create a game, a movie game, just like CinemaDraft, but for the Indian market. And I was just doing some online research and I couldn't find reliable info. I mean, they have like you've heard of Bollywood, right? I mean,
yeah, they have a robust entertainment industry.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as the reporting, I mean, I at least as a foreigner, I didn't know where to look. That's probably all it was. But I just couldn't find reliably aggregated information, as opposed to say like Box Office Mojo, now owned by Amazon, of course, my hometown company, which is just gobbling everything up in sight. Box Office Mojo is a great resource where we would just get all of our weekend data and just update our stats like that. Now, of course, costs money and fine. We're a business. We'll pay for it now. But yeah, it's like this is where we go get all our stats. So unless we're able to, and they have some international stats, but it can be a little sketch. But I'm very interested in if we can aggregate the data accurately. I'm all about it. I mean, if it can be measured, it can be gamified. That's kind of my approach. So yes, we do look forward to doing some international stuff. We'll have different variants too. Like once people get used to the core product, of the game. We'll, like the Thursday through Monday game flow, we'll go to daily. Then we'll have, special ones. Then we'll have like maybe this is a talent pool of nothing but like directors, or maybe nothing but producers, or then, and then maybe regional ones. Oh, well, maybe we'll create like almost kind of like a China breakout room. We'll have like a China area only group where only Chinese members can play, and play with, with talent pools that reflect, their star. I mean, it really is limitless. It really is. And the experience that I bring from this to this is both from the daily fantasy sports world, which is DraftKings and FanDuel and stuff like that, and also the professional poker world, because I had this whole life where I was a small stakes online poker pro. I mean, I was good, but I wasn't great.
Is that really, that Vegas life kicking in?
That was that Vegas life. That's what brought me to Vegas, honestly. I went down there to train with like the online poker Kobe Bryant. He was like, come and train with me. Like, all right, I'll go. And it was great. And so seeing how they've run, like, say, Poker Stars, which is like the world's largest, online poker site, and how they have influenced how daily fantasy sports organize their stuff down to like the lobbies. Like, for example, like our lobby looks a lot like Poker Stars lobby, which looks, and DraftKings looks a lot like their lobby, and and that's by design, because you go with what works. Even assembling this type of stuff, there's a lot of best practices that we've learned from these different gaming disciplines. Anyways, so I bring that kind of like experience as far as like game theory and like structure and stuff like. So I really know the landscape well when it comes to this type of gaming. And I just can't wait to join the DFS space, but with movies. We're gonna get a lot of crossover from people who are just just professional and also semi-pro and just habitual gamblers. Those will probably be our low-hanging fruit. I'm also cobbling together plans to target movie-going women, particularly women of color. They're always overlooked. There's about 14 million women who go to the movies who play fantasy sports in just North America alone, and I feel like they're underserved. And you go to like online poker, it's like 95% male, 98% male. You go to the World Series of Poker, like the main event, it's always like 93% male. I mean, they're always overlooked and underserved. So I feel my background in, relationship fiction or whatever, I am used to catering to largely or all female audiences. So I look forward to bringing more women into the space. I really do.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic to hear, because like you said, underserved, underrepresented, all that. And it's really important, because there's like my friend group, there's a number of us that are, that we've all started, learning about and dabbling about crypto around the same time. Someone pulled me in, my bestest pulled me in, and then I found out that some of the other women that I went to school with, they are dabbling into it. But then I also have some friends that are like, oh no, I don't know anything about that, not even interested. I'm like, you're in law school and you hope to specialize in business. You need to learn about crypto. Let me know.
It's the future. I wrote a blog post on my blacksinbitcoin.com. It's probably like my most infamous blog post, whatever, but I basically said that everything will be digitized and put on a blockchain. It's just what it is, I mean, and then it's titled, if you're reading this, is not too late, because it's never too late to get into crypto, because we're at the very beginning of a very long game. And the reason why I say that is because everything that we know as far as assets, real estate, or currencies are going to be put on a blockchain. And that's $350 to $370 trillion across the globe. So we're just getting started. And this is, and I think we talked about this last time, didn't we, about the different revolutions? Like we had the industrial revolution, we went to the printing press and steam engines and electricity, and then the internet, and now the next evolution, honestly, I think, is blockchain.
Yeah, it's another paradigm shift in this, another financial paradigm shift. When we went from coal burning, it's, although we still got some coal burning going on, but that's a whole nother story. That's their business. I'm not in it. But just another paradigm shift. I'm still shifting my thinking I'm still thinking in dollars and cents. So I'm thinking in USD. So, but I'm trying to make that shift. I am shifting my thinking around finance
But,
and
but notice how even
crypto.
USD isn't safe anymore. I mean, the
Yeah.
inflation's running wild, and it's very simple. I mean, it's Econ 101. I mean, we printed a ton of money. There's nothing backing it, and so prices are going to go up because that's what
So,
happens when money print. So when the printer goes burr, and look, I mean, if we get slightly political for a second, I'm for it. I mean, there's too much income inequality in this country. We're supposed to be rich nation on earth. It's just nuts. So I'm for all the money printing stuff, but also just know what the side effects will be. Your dollar is going to go a lot less than it used to. And the way to hedge against that is crypto and Bitcoin and assets like CD3D. It just is.
hello.
We're fine. We can't
And
print
it's
anymore.
global.
And it's global. Thank you. It's global. I had to go to the bank today to make a wire transfer, and I was so annoyed. And I think I pissed off. I know, right? So ancient. I think I pissed off the teller a little too and she's so nice. But I was like, I just kind of rolled my eyes at one point. I said, legacy banking. She's like, what? Did you say lazy banking? Like, no. I said legacy banking. I will not miss this because it's so tiring and slow, and it doesn't make. I mean, I could have been doing this in my pajamas 2 days ago. What I need to do with my wire today,
It could have been instant, right?
Yes, for $1, where I was saying an international wire is going to cost me $75. $75.
It hurt me so bad.
That hurts my heart, man. So yeah. Anyways. Yeah, we're getting into the AMA. Why not? No one's got any real questions. We've already talked all this stuff to death. You know who we are. You know what we do. The sale's going down on Monday.
Get on the list, y'all. Get on the list.
Get on the list because I hear, I mean, right, it is whitelist only for the first 10 minutes. Zhao Shi, my representative over there, a guy who goes by QQ on Telegram, he said that their last project, what do you call it? Was it super? Let me find this real quick, just for actual social proof. He said they did Starship Royal. Okay, let's check this out. Starship Royal pre-sale. He said they did that, and it sold out. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, how long did it take during your Starship Royal?
Are you about to be like, it took 1 hour?
No, he said it took 43 seconds.
Oh my God.
They sold out during their whitelist in 43 seconds. Yeah. King shit. So
that's what it should be looking like.
Yeah, exactly. Starship.
Especially for a project like this. It's all but done. You're finalizing the game.
We have product in the pipeline. We're not marketing in a website. I just wish people would grasp that. That's what kind of frustrated me with the guys who are trying to push meme coin, meme coin tokenomics on. Be like, no, we're in this for the long haul. We don't need this type of. We don't need I would rather control the liquidity this way so that we can always kind of keep constant buy pressure once we have liquidity out there. I get it. I mean, they know what they know. I know what I know. And sometimes nary the twain shall meet. But we're not here to pump you quick. We are a pump and grow. We're going to be in this for the long haul. Our game's coming. Our DEX is coming. I've got ideas that I can't even share with you yet that's coming. I mean, trust me, it's all coming. This is going to be a very robust business ecosystem to rival our role model. Axie Infinity. This is my role model, man. I'm telling you, I will speak this into existence. Axie Infinity came out a year ago, around November of 2020, at 15 cents, just like we did. And look at your boy today. Look at your boy today. 141, and it's down. It's reached as high as, I think its all-time high was, 150? 160 maybe? So they're doing, and look at this. They're trading volume every 24 hours is $500 billion.
Oh my God! Let me tell you, I was doing a happy dance.
I take it back. That's I get the numbers confused.
1, 2, 3. That's almost that's almost $1 billion. What's that? That's half a billion.
Mm-hmm. $500 million. Yes. So think about because I was talking earlier about the revenue that we would create off this program. If we just had 1% of that type of action 24 hours, if we just had 5.5 million in daily average volume, as a company, CinemaDraft would make just so much money that we'll be able to fund everything. There'll be marketing everywhere. We'll have great big fat prize pools in our guaranteed prize pool tournaments for CinemaDraft. We'll be funding like crazy. It'll be awesome. Yeah. Oh man, that'd be 50 grand a day. 50 grand a day if we had just 1% of the average volume daily that Axie does. So this is our role model. This is our goal right here. We want to be like them. They've basically made 96,660% ROI in a year. People held on to that. Do that math.
It's a lovely exponential curve they have going on there. It's very beautiful.
Cash me outside. How about that?
Look, I was thinking, like I was doing a little happy dance in my heart like a little Yorkie when I was thinking, oh my God, just wait till it goes up to $1. Oh my God. And just looking at this, I'm like, start at 15 cents and I'm looking it.
Yeah, I mean,
how many X's is that? Is that like, let me count the X. Let's see, 15 cents. One X. And I'm like, is that like 1,000 X right there? How many X's is that?
I mean, I just did the math on like if we did like Axie like numbers or whatever. I mean, it would be basically a 16 cent token buy right now would basically be worth $15,000 if we did Axie like number. And let's say we only do 10% of that. 16 cents is still $1,500. We do 1% of that. 16 cents is still $154. I think we have potential to be at least 1% of Axie. At least 1% of Axie. So we're gonna work at it. We're gonna work at it, child. We're gonna work at it.
I'm like, y'all this to the moon. I'm trying to go to Jupiter. Let's get intergalactic here.
Want to hang out on the Hubble? You want to hang out on the Hubble? I feel you.
Yes. I mean, but I can't see this doing anything but going up. I just feel like it's this paradigm shift. People, go ahead, shift your thinking, take a chance, get some coin, get something that's going to do something instead of looking to grab hold to a meme coin that you got to watch all night.
Yeah. No, thank you. You could have said it better than myself, and I'm going to wrap this up. It has been about an hour. I'll be back tomorrow. Not sure what time, but I'll give you guys at least 3 hours heads up. I am here for your questions and for your comments, your feedback, or just even to talk crypto. I just want you guys to get to know whom you're investing with, because this is the last time we're going to do this, y'all. We're going to do this. We're going to smash this hard cap. We're going to get the game out to you guys, hopefully by Christmas, at least in testnet version. And this is just the beginning. Dex Launchpad, new game, celebrity NFTs 6 months down the pike. Just hang in there, y'all. I appreciate your support. Thanks for showing up, Aisha. Thanks for everyone who popped in to listen and who will listen later on YouTube. And you know what? Actually, I think I will load this. It's a little more work, but I think I'll load this onto the CinemaDraft podcast. We actually do have a podcast, mind you. Every video I did of this, I added to the podcast. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do in the next hours. I'll upload these to our podcast services and let people know that we are out here selling tokens to create our gamified future. Thanks everybody for listening, for watching, for enjoying with me my little movie star soundtrack in the background. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and get on that whitelist, everybody. Get ready, because let's sell this sucker out in under a minute.
Take good care and get your coin.
There you go. Get your tokens. Thanks everybody for watching and listening, and I will see you all tomorrow.
All right, take care.
All right, bye everybody.